Best flavor of ice cream. We have to keep it going, man. Hello. Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me as we gathered here today as we do a deep dive into the wild, wacky wall of politics. As yes, that's the wonderful realm where people argue about everything: tax codes, color schemes, jobs, and the best flavor of ice cream. Now let's start with a little history. Do you know that in the ancient Rome, politicians were often referred to as best men? Now think about it. Quite imagine if we call our leaders of today presenting the best men and the women of the land. You expect some kind of hero-like qualities, right? But instead, we just get debates and who can outfish the other one during the summer break. Speaking of debate, let's look at the great debates of history. 1858, Abraham Lincoln and Stephen A. Douglas held a series of debates that lasted hours. Hours. Nowadays, if debate past 2 minutes, people are already scrolling their phones, looking at cats' videos, and the dogs are hiding from their predators. Right? But back then, people listened intently. They knew what the outcome could affect their life. And guess what? It did. Now let's zoom into the world of politics in Africa, the continent which is rich in tapestry of cultures and history. And oh boy, politicians' stories are as colorful as the fabric. From the ancient kingdom of Mali, where the kings will hold debates that could last for days, to the modern days where leaders hold press conferences with more flair than the Broadway show. It is fascinating, a mix of tradition and modality. But here's the kicker: politics sets the tone for the rest of the world. Decisions made in boardrooms and parliaments could ripple through economies and cultures, affecting everything from trade to travel. If you think about it, it is like a giant game of dominoes where one push can lead to a cascade of outcomes. And sometimes we find ourselves holding back our breath, hoping the next dominoes doesn't lead to the chaos. Yet, in the midst of the chaos, there is hope. No matter who wins in the political race or who gets most votes, we must remember all part of the same human tapestry. We have the power to look out for one another regardless of our race, our roles, or political affiliation. It's like being on a sports team. Sometimes you're the star player and sometimes you're just cheerleading from the sideline. By the end, we're all wearing the same jerseys. So let's be reminded, politics might be the stage where drama unfolds, but our unity that writes the script. Together, let's ensure that we continue to support one another, lead in a helping hand, maybe even share a laugh or two along the way. Because at the end of the day, no matter the political affiliation or the outcome, we're still in this together. Let's try and make the world a better place.